All right, so let's come into a comfortable seat. You know the drill. You might like to get yourself a blanket to sit on, or you might like to sit up against the wall or have a bolster, whatever you feel would make you comfortable. And we are going to start today with some alternate nostril breathing. We're going to do this pranayama, right? The Tibetan Rhythm Pranayama. Just to open up the chest and free everything up. We're going to do a more active class today, a Vinyasa class today. So hope all bodes well with my blood sugar, but we're going to give it a go. So yeah, just get comfortable. Place your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. And just become aware of your breath. Notice how you feel right now. Noticing any areas of tension in your body, any areas of freedom in your body. And just letting everything be exactly as it is. So everything that's happening in the body, it's effortless. The heart is beating effortlessly. The breath is coming and going effortlessly. Digestion's doing its thing. And just remember, the body doesn't know. Body just reports. And it's up to us how we respond. Do we want to react or respond to what the body, what the senses report? So when you're ready, you're going to raise your left arm up. Take a breath in. Bring your thumb and index finger together. Bring your middle finger to your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril as you lower your elbow down. And then bring your hand down. Raise your other arm up. Bring your thumb and index finger together. Bring your right middle finger to your right nostril. As you exhale, lower your left elbow. And again, as you're ready, raising your arm up. Bringing your thumb and index finger together, bringing your middle finger to your nostril, breathing out through the opposite nostril. Bringing your hand down. And again, raising the other arm up. Bringing thumb and index finger together, bringing the finger to the nostril and lowering the elbow down. And let's just do a few more. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Now we'll just do one more round, breathing in and breathing out. Last round, breathing in and breathing out. And then just put your hands down, close your eyes. Notice again what's happening. What are the ears reporting? What are the eyes reporting? What are the different sensations that arise? And just letting everything be as it is. So the whole practice today, we're going to move in vinyasa from the very small vinyasa to the very big vinyasa. So we're going to start with the vinyasa in the arms. So we're going to inhale and raise the arms up. And exhale, press the palms together and bring the hands right down to the heart. Again, inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, press the palms together, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, press the palms together, hands to the heart. And inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then reaching your right arm out to the right, raise the left arm. Exhaling in, inhale, come up, and exhale, coming to the other side. And inhale, coming up, and exhale to the other side. And inhale, coming up, and exhale to the other side. And inhale, coming up, and exhale to the other side. And then take an inhale, bring both arms up, and exhale, twist to the right. And inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist to the left. And inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist to the right. And inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist to the left. And inhale, arms up, interlace the fingers, press the palms to the ceiling. And exhale, lower the arms, interlace the fingers behind you and draw the knuckles down. And then from here, take a breath in and lift your chest. And as you exhale, take yourself forward. Keep the hands interlaced, fingers interlaced. And inhale, come up. And then just release. And let's come on to the hands and knees. So having the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips, we're going to tuck the toes under and open the chest. And exhale, round through the lower spine as you let your head release. And inhale, tuck the toes under and open through the chest. And exhale, round through the lower spine and let your head release. And inhaling, bending the elbows, opening through the chest. And exhale, rounding. And inhale, opening. And exhale, rounding. And then let's send the seat back to the heels. And inhale back on to the hands and knees. Shift the weight slightly forward and just bend the elbows a little bit. Inhale, come up, and exhale, send the seat back. And then inhale and shift the weight forward. Exhale as you bend the elbows. Feel the chest working. Exhale, send the seat back. And inhale, bring yourself forward, bend your elbows a little bit. And one more, exhale, seat back. And inhale, coming forwards a little bit. All right, and then exhale, take the seat back. Inhale, rise up onto the knees, sweep the arms out, palms to touch, vision to thumbs. And exhale, bring your hands behind you. Stack one hand on top of the other as you fold forward. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, seat back, head down, hands on the lower back. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, coming forwards. And last one, inhale, lifting up. This time you're going to tuck your toes under and sit back. And then you're going to step the right foot forward and bring the hands either side of the front foot. Then from here, you're going to deepen through the lunge. And then exhale, flex the foot. And inhale, hands either side of the front foot, deepen through the lunge. And exhale. And inhale, deepen through the lunge. Tuck the toe under, lift the back knee, step back into plank position. Hold plank. And exhale, come into down dog. Take a breath in down dog. And then inhale onto the hands and knees and send the seat back to the heels. Curl through the spine, rise up, bring the palms to touch, tuck the toes under, sit back, and we're going to step the other leg forward. So deepen through the lunge and then straighten the leg and send the weight back. And then inhale, deepen through the lunge, and exhale, send the weight back. So remember, if I'm going a bit too fast for you today, you can just go a little bit slower. You don't have to do it at the pace that I'm doing it. We're going to do one more coming forward. Tuck the back toe under, lift the knee, step back into plank position. Body in one long line, and then we'll press back again into down dog. So take a moment in down dog, nice long, slow inhalation and long, slow exhalation. And then come back into plank and press back into down dog. And come back into plank. So you might need to move your feet back a little bit and have a longer down dog. So more space between the hands and the feet. Inhale into plank. Let's drop the knees. Let's lower the body. And then we're going to lift into baby cobra, press the seat back to the heels. All right, maybe you can guess what's coming next. We're going to drop the forearms to the floor, slide the chest through the hands, and roll through into baby cobra. So dropping the forearms, sliding the chest through, lift the elbows as the shoulders pass, come into baby cobra, press back into child's pose. We're going to drop the forearms, slide the chest through, roll through into baby cobra, and press back into child's pose. And we'll do one more, dropping the forearms, slide the chest through, baby cobra, and then all the way up in one go into down dog. And just take a moment here. Inhale and exhale. Another inhalation and exhalation. All right, raise the right leg at hip height. Step the right foot in between the hands. Come into the lunge again. See if you can get your balance here, lengthen through your spine and come upright. Raise the arms. Take a breath in and exhale, hands down. And see if you can swing the arms back behind you. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, swing the arms back behind you. And inhale, come up. And exhale, swing. And then inhale, come up. Exhale to the floor. Step back, plank position. If you're ready to lower to chaturanga, move the hands back. Lift through into up dog. And press back into down dog. We're going to take the left leg at hip height. And step the left foot in between the hands. And inhale to lunge. Exhale, swing forwards. Inhale, back up. Exhale, swing forwards. Inhale, back up. Exhale, last one of these, swing forwards. Inhale, back up. Bring your hands to the floor. Step back into plank. Lower yourself. Lift your upper chest. Roll through. Take a moment in child's pose. So just take some breaths here. Letting go, relaxing. Feeling the warmth coming into your body, hopefully. All right, and then back on to the hands and knees. And then lift the sitting bones high. Okay, we're going to walk the feet up to the hands. And we're going to do another little vinyasa. So we're going to bend the knees and let the head hang. And then we're going to inhale up into chair. And you can swing the arms behind you as you let the head hang. And inhale up into chair. And exhale, take the weight forward, swing. You can straighten the legs here if you like. And up into chair. And last one, swing. And now we're going to bend the knees and come all the way upright. And then lower the arms and stand for a moment. Hello. Just notice how you feel standing in Tadasana. All right. So we're going to do blown palm, but we're going to do blown palm in Vinyasa. So raising the arms up, bringing the palms to touch. We did this last week in class. We're just going to lean to the right and then exhale, lean to the left. And inhale, lean to the right. And exhale, lean to the left. And inhale, lean to the right. And exhale, lean to the left. All right, and then release. All right, and then just stand with the feet a little bit apart. And we're just going to go into a little bit of a twist. So if you can see, I've got one hand on the top of my shoulder and the other hand back, right? And just letting the knees be soft. So you can see I'm bending my knees and just turning my body. Inhale, exhale. So you can't do like an inhale and an exhale really because you'd be breathing too fast. So you inhale on one side and you exhale on the other side as you're moving. Okay? And then you've got to bend in between. All right, so we're going to go into, great, we're going to go into another little exercise. I'm going to maybe come a little closer so you can see. So you're going to shift your weight to your right foot, and you're going to start by just moving your upper body like you're washing a counter, right? Like you've got a counter in front of you and you're washing. And then you're going to swing this leg in the opposite direction. Right? So you've got to put a bit of weight on your foot here, if you can see. So you're swinging in the opposite direction. That's it. All right, now, when you do this, you're going to swing up. Swing up. Swing up. Swing up. Swing up. Yeah. Okay. So it's not going across. It's you go across, you take your arms up, and then your knee and your elbow come towards each other, and then you stop. We got to do that on the other side because our leg will get tired. So we're going to start by taking the right leg out and swing just your upper body. All right? Okay. This is a exercise which is neurosomatic, so it's for the brain as well as the body. Okay, and then we're going to swing across. So this part's easy, right? We can do this. Yeah. Good job, Ria. I could just see your leg, Anthea. Yeah, that's it, Sharon. You got it. All right, now comes the part where we go across, and then we go up, and then we go down. Across, up, down. Like you're making a circle with your arms, and your leg is, yeah. And don't worry, if it feels like it, hey, you got it. Very good. Okay. All right. Now let's just stop and feel our hips. We're going to go back to the front of the mat in a moment. Just a little bit of moving vinyasa. All right. So coming to the front of the mat, having the toes touching and the heels slowly apart. Notice how you feel in your body. You might feel quite energetic. All right. So let's inhale and raise the arms up. And exhale, soften the knees, fold forward, plant the hands, step back, bring your body in one long line. Lower your knees, lower your upper chest to the floor. Move your hands back, lift into up dog. Exhale, press back into down dog. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and step or jump forward, lengthening through the front of the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Arms come up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the center of the heart. Again, arms down, around, and up, palms to touch, vision to thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, plant the hands and take yourself back. Body in one long line. Lower yourself to the floor in any way you like. Move the hands back, lift into up dog. Press back into down dog. Breathing in down dog. Take a breath. Exhale, bend the knees and step or jump yourself forward, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, fold, and inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the heart. All right, we're going to take Vinyasa, and we're going to fold forward, soften through the knees, and inhale, rise halfway, and exhale, plant the hands, and step back into plank position, lowering. Inhale into up dog, and exhale into down dog. Raise your right leg into the air and step your right foot in between your hands. Turn your left heel down, and we'll come straight up into Virabhadrasana 2. From Virabhadrasana 2, we're going to slide our hand down the leg. Inhale, and exhale, bring your forearm to the thigh, reach your other arm across the front of your body and lengthen. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, forearm to the thigh, reach the arm across and lengthen. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, hands either side of the front foot, step back into plank position, lower chaturanga, roll through into up dog, press back into down dog. All right, we're going to step the left foot in between the hands, turn the right heel down, line up the heels with each other and cartwheel the right arm up and then the left. Looking over the middle finger, Virabhadrasana 2. From here, sliding the hand down the leg, and then exhale, turn your hips slightly, bring your forearm to your thigh, reach your other arm across the front of your body. And then again, inhale and exhale. So a lot of movement in our torso today. Inhale and exhale. And last one, inhale. You're going to bring your hands either side of your front foot. Step back, plank position. Lower knees, upper chest. Move the hands back. Lift into up dog, press back into down dog. Take a moment here. Inhale. Exhale. Catch your breath. If you feel like you want to rest in child's pose, go ahead and do that. So you decide how you want to work. And we're going to step the right foot in between the hands again, turn the left heel down. This time we're going to stay down, and it's up to you. You can put your hand on the big toe side of the foot. You can have a block here. You can bring your forearm to your thigh. And we're going to just stay for a moment in Parsva Konasana. So notice how warm you feel in your body from all the movement. Hopefully you're feeling warm. And just let yourself float here, right? So the upper body is rotating and floating. The lower half of the body is anchored and strong. The inner thighs are drawing towards each other. The heels are drawing towards each other. And then bring the hands either side of the front foot and rest in down dog. Or if you're feeling very energetic today, take a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, up to you. All right, let's go to the other side. So we're going to step the left foot in between the hands. And we're going to turn the right heel down. Again, you can place your hand on the big toe side of the foot. You can place it on a block or bring your forearm to your thigh. Reach the other arm, cross the front of the body, and lengthen. Let your bottom hip drop a little bit. Rotate your left thigh open. Roll your torso around and have that sensation of floating in the upper part of your body. Try not to sink or hold on to your, grip your thigh with your upper arm or grip the floor. Take another breath. All right, and then bring your hands down. And one more time, stepping back into down dog. Take your time. All right, from here, up to you. You can come into plank pose. You can take a chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or just rest. We're going to come into Trikonasana now. So step your right foot in between your hands. Turn your left heel down. We're going to build from the ground up. So you can place your right hand on your ankle or your shin or just below your knee. Let your top hip drop. Rotate your chest. Raise your arm. Breathe here. Again, feel the abdomen drawing back to the spine. All right, and then stand upright, slide your hand down your leg. Let's take another one of these side leans. And then bring your hands either side of your front foot. Rest in down dog or take vinyasa. Step the left foot in between the hands, turn the right heel down. Bring the left hand to the left ankle. And again, rotating yourself around, raising your arm, anchoring your feet. So what does anchoring the feet mean? You pressurize the big toe mound, the little toe mound, and the inner heels draw towards each other. And there's length from your crown to your tailbone, and you're engaging your thigh muscles. And then the upper body's rotating and light, and you're gazing either straight ahead or down. All right, and then anchor the feet, come up, slide your hand down your leg, raise your other arm up. So crescent moon, and then hands down to the floor, and step back into down dog. And then again, you can take chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or rest in down dog, or take a child's pose. Okay, so we're going to raise the right leg at hip height. Step the right foot in between the hands. Walk your hands forward, lift your back leg. Come into Virabhadrasana 3. You can bend the front knee, release the upper body and hold, or you can keep your hands on the floor. Take another breath here. Hands to the floor. Reach that leg back, drop onto the knee. Have something underneath your knee if it's hard with you have pressure on the knee. And then come up into a low lunge. You can interlace the thumbs here and just hang out. Feel that deepening through the front of the hip crease. All right, and then hands to the floor and step back into down dog. And we're going to do Virabhadrasana 3 on the other side. So taking your left foot forward, walking your hands out in front, balancing here, rolling that thigh down, or bending the knee and taking the arms back and finding your balance. To use your abdominals. And then hands to the floor, reach back, come into a lunge, drop onto your knee. And then deepen through the hip crease. Breathe, open the chest. Nice, strong upper body, grounding through the legs. You can interlace the thumbs here. Feel the back of the neck long. All right, hands to the floor, step back. One more time into plank position. And up to you, you can press back into down dog, or you can do another vinyasa. All right, lengthening in vinyasa. Lengthening in down dog. And from here, we're going to look to the hands and step the feet forwards. Let's bring the toes to touch. Let's come back into the chair. We're going to come into Pavrita Parsva. Utkatasana. Pavrita Utkatasana. I haven't taught this one in a while. So bring your hands to the center of your heart. Hook your upper left arm against your outer right thigh. Look down at your knees. Line them up. Toes are touching. Heels are slightly apart. Length through the spine. And come back to center. And then hook the upper arm. And breathe. Sit low. Crown of the head in line with the tail. Breathe. And fold forwards. All right, let's step back with the left leg. We're going to turn both toes to face the left side of the mat. And hold on to the ankles. If it's too strong to drop your head, stay at. Have your hands just below your knees and keep a flat back. But if you're comfortable, confident, and you want to lengthen forward, let your head hang. Just feel crown of the head reaching towards the floor. Breathe. Coming into Padottanasana, fan pose. All right, and then walk your hands out in front of you. If you'd like to have your hands on blocks, that's totally cool. Have your hand right underneath the shoulder and rotate and open to the right. So you'll feel this on the inner thigh a little bit. You can let your left hip drop if that feels better. You can let your head hang, or you can look to the right. Engage your thigh muscles here and draw your abdomen back. And then lower your hand to replace the other hand. And same thing, rotating open, feeling the inner thigh, stretching, breathe. Both hands to the floor. Bend the knees, roll through the spine. Coming up, right? Okay, so we're going to do another moving exercise. So you can turn the feet out a little bit. You're going to just take your hands and rotate them in a clockwise circle, both hands, right? And you'll feel your upper body moves a little bit. And then bend your knees and do it, right? So as you come down, you bend your knees and you go up. Just be sensitive to your knees. Maybe you don't want to bend them too much, or, just, and then bring your upper body into it. This might make you a little bit dizzy. So you're rounding your upper body as you're taking yourself around, and you've got that nice stable. All right, and then we're going to go the other way. So we're going to start just with straight arms, not bending the knees at all, and just isolating the movements in the upper chest. And then from here, we're going to have a little bit of a bend as we move. So you might go a little bit deeper with the bend. Both knees are bending. And then your upper body comes in, right? And it's like you're, it's like you're on a Ferris wheel. So the inhale is as you come up, and the exhale is as you go down. All right, and then relax. Okay, and then from here, we'll take our legs wide. You can feel the warmth in your body, hopefully. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the center of the heart. We'll come into our horse position. Just holding here. Feel the inner thighs engage. Feel the warmth all through the body. Strengthen the legs. All right, and then we're going to finish this sequence with Parsvottanasana. So stepping the left leg back slightly, having the right foot on the right side of your mat, left foot on the left side. Hips are like headlights facing directly forwards. Interlace your fingers. Draw the palms to touch. Open the chest. Bend the front knee slightly as you lengthen forwards. Now you might like to stop here. You can always put your hands on blocks, or you can take yourself all the way forwards, really stretching into the shoulder blades, feeling your balance. Right hip, sorry. Right hip draws back. Left hip rolls forward. And then bring yourself upright. Just flip your feet around to face the back of your mat. And same thing, open the chest. Bend that front knee as you come forwards. Stop halfway or take yourself all the way down. And just feel yourself here. Opening into the shoulders, grounding through the feet, lifting the thigh muscles. One more breath, and then inhale, come upright, and come and stand in the center of your mat. All right, and let's just take a moment. Closing the eyes, noticing how you feel. If you want to keep your eyes open, if you're feeling a little dizzy. And we'll come into just a relaxed tree pose. So shifting your weight to your right foot, picking up your left foot, having your foot to the inside of the shin, just below on the floor, or bringing your foot up. And this is a balancing exercise. So finding that point where you feel balanced, not straining in any way. And if you want to have the arms up, you can. Or you can interlace the thumbs. You can have the hands down, or you can be in prayer position. Pressurizing the foot against the inner thigh. So this is our, like winding down. Tree pose is a winding down pose. Really helps us to calm after all the excitement of Vinyasa. So ball of the foot on the floor, heel slightly above, foot to the inner shin, or all the way up to where the top of the thigh and the groin meet. Feel your balance. Bring your hands to the center of your heart. Press here, or like I said, you can have the arms up or down. I like to have the thumb and index finger together and the 3 fingers extended. All right, and then slowly release, and let's make our way to the floor. So inhaling, raising the arms up. Exhaling, folding forwards. We're going to step back into down dog. And from down dog, we're going to come into our Shalamba Shirshasana prep. So headstand prep. You're going to drop your elbows directly underneath where your shoulders are. Bring your thumbs into your elbow crease. Release your forearms. Interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes under and lift your sitting bones. Let your head be off the floor. You should be able to say yes and no with your head. No problem. Just let yourself hang here. Lift through your thigh muscles. And then slowly letting go. And walk your legs back till you come into a variation of Sphinx pose. We're going to have our fingers interlaced and our elbows wide. And we're going to do something a bit radical. We're going to tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and lift the belly. And do a forearm plank. Exhale. Inhale, let your hips drop and open your chest. Relax the tops of your feet. Take a breath in, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, forearm plank. Inhale, let the hips drop, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the thighs. Inhale, let the hips drop, open. And last one, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, and inhale. All right, and then reach the arms right out in front and let your forehead rest. So we're going to lift the head, shoulders, upper chest, hands, thighs, knees, shins, everything off in a flying lotus. And then bring the fingertips beside you, tuck the toes under, and lift straight up into plank. And lower back down to the floor, reach everything out in front, come into flying lotus. Now, if you don't want to lift all the way up to plank, just come up onto your hands and knees. And then coming forwards, and again, lifting up. So we're still doing vinyasa. And one more, coming up onto the hands and knees or lifting into plank. And exhaling and lowering. All right, bend the elbows, rest your cheek on your hands, and take a moment. Feel the back of the body. Feel the back of the body breathing. All right, so from here, we're going to roll over onto our backs. We're going to keep the vinyasa going. So lying on our backs, first of all, just to stretch out from our, we're going to tuck the tailbone under and lift the pelvis. So coming into bridge, and then exhale, lower the pelvis inch by inch and draw the knees in, but keep the knees close to the armpits. So it's a nice wide stretch. Lower the feet, sorry, and lift the pelvis. As you exhale, lower the pelvis inch by inch and draw the knees in. Again, lower the feet and, oops, sorry, I'm just gonna get my hair out of the way. Lower the feet, lift the pelvis, and lower the pelvis, draw the knees right in. One more, lower the feet and lift the pelvis. Exhale, lower the pelvis and draw the knees right in. All right, and then from here, we'll come into happy baby. So holding on to the little toe sides of the feet, drawing the knees right in, and we're gonna rock from side to side. So this is actually in Soma Yoga, we do this. Again, it's a exercise for the brain. It's a rocking motion. So the body loves rocking from side to side. You might even feel some cracks and then relax. All right, and then release and cross at the ankles and hug the knees in. And we're gonna rock ourselves back and forth, back up to sitting. So we're gonna rock back and up and back and up and back and up. Okay, great. All right, so we're going to do some forward bends now, doing again in Vinyasa. So having the sole of the foot to the inside seam of the right leg, coming into Janu Shirshasana. Raising both arms up, taking a breath, and as you exhale, you can bend this knee to fold forward, or if you've got the openness in your leg, just go forwards. And then bring your hands behind you, point your fingertips towards your buttocks. You're gonna lift up onto your shin. This is like from the Ishtamala sequence, and take your head back. And then exhale, again, interlace the fingers as you inhale. Exhale, take yourself forwards. Curl through your spine, roll back. You can be on your fists if you like, and lift up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, take yourself forward. Inhale, curl through the spine, go back. And exhale, lower. All right, and we'll change sides. So extending your left leg forward, bending your right knee. Interlacing your fingers, taking a breath in. Exhale, coming forwards. Inhale, hands go back, lift the pelvis. And exhale, release. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, coming forwards. Inhale, going back. And exhale, release. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming forwards. Inhale, going back. And exhale, release. This is our last one. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going forwards. Inhale, going up. And exhale, release. All right. Taking both legs out in front, taking your hands behind, and just doing a little wiggle on your sitting bones, back and forth. And then we're going to go between Paschimottanasana and table pose. So you can have the knees slightly bent if you like. You're going to slide the hands forward. As you inhale, you're going to bring your hands back and lift your pelvis, chin into the chest. Exhale, take yourself forwards. Inhale, slide your hands back, lift your pelvis. Exhale, take yourself forwards. Inhale, hands back, fingertips point either away or towards the buttocks. Last one, exhale, going forwards. And inhale, lifting the pelvis. All right. And then from here, we're going to finish off with just a simple twist. So you're going to cross your right leg over your left, sitting nice and tall on your sitting bones. You can have a blanket if you feel like you want to be more centered. And bring your forearm around the front of your shin and just rotate to the right. We won't do this in Vinyasa. We'll just hold. And then release and change sides. So crossing your left side over your right, hugging your shin in and rotating. Flexing through the foot. And then coming back to center. All right, so let's come back into a cross-legged seat. Again, making yourself comfortable. And we're going to take 5 minutes or so just to be really present with what's showing up in the body. So however you can be most comfortable, we're not going to do any particular technique. We're just going to observe just for a little while. We're going to sit and just observe what we feel after that dynamic movement through the body. So just closing the eyes, if that's comfortable for you. And it might take a moment or two to settle in and really notice what's going on. So we talk about how the heart beats effortlessly and the blood pumps through the system effortlessly and the breath comes and goes effortlessly, but also the subtle body. We can become really attuned and aware of the sensations in the subtle body after a more dynamic practice. So see if you can travel your awareness to energetic sensations as opposed to physical sensations. So it might mean that you feel a pulsing somewhere, a shift of weight, or a feeling of heaviness in one side of the body, or a lightness. You might feel like there's more awareness moving towards the midline of the body, or you might feel a pulsing in your third eye. You might feel a lightness in the crown of your head. I'm just making suggestions. You might not feel any of that. You might just feel still and calm, or more aware of your thoughts and the passing of thoughts. So whatever is showing up for you on a subtle level, so mind is subtle, thoughts are subtle, the energy meridians where the prana is flowing is subtle. You might notice that the way you experience sound is different, or that the inner eye is more active, or that the sensations on the skin have changed. More aware of tastes, smells. Maybe you notice where your eyes are resting right now, or the position of your tongue. Whatever's going on, don't try and change anything. Being with everything just as it is. And then from this place of just being with subtle energy, we're going to chant the mantra Om together. A, U, M. And we'll chant it together 9 times. And as you're chanting the mantra, visualize the ah sound traveling from the base up all the way to the navel. And then from the navel, it kind of circles around the navel and then moves up to the back of the neck and then comes all the way up to the crown of the head. So it kind of makes like a loop shape at your navel and then travels up to the crown of the head. So it's Aum. 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 Maybe you can sense the energy more at the crown of the head now. Just let your awareness rest there. There's a space between the crown of the head and the skull. It's called Hridaya Akasha. Just let your awareness rest there. Wherever your thoughts go, that's where your energy goes. Now take your thumb and your index finger of your right hand together and press the thumb and index finger right into the third eye. Then move the thumb and index finger to the center of the throat, right at the notch just below the throat, so the jugular notch. And then move the thumb and index finger right to the breastbone, center of the chest. Move the thumb and index finger to the navel. Move the thumb and index finger right to the pubic bone. And just hold it there for a moment. See if you can feel energy returning to that area of the body. And then slide both hands down the thighs, over the knees, into the calf muscles. Massage into the soles of the feet. Rub from the big toe right down to the little toe. And then lie yourself back for Shavasana. So extending the legs, making sure you're comfortable. Maybe you want something underneath you. Maybe you want to cover yourself, something underneath your thighs, an eye pillow, letting your palms rest, and just totally surrendering into the floor, feeling the weight of the body resting. feeling how the floor supports the body. Satyam Gyanam Anantam Brahman. Satyam Gyanam Anantam Brahman. Satyam Gyanam Ananta Brahman. So slowly bring your awareness to your body, gently moving your fingers and your toes. Maybe you'd like to take a big stretch. You feel comfortable rolling to one side, go ahead. And then gently coming up to a comfortable seat. Putting your hands on your body somewhere. And just really honoring what is showing up in this moment, mentally, physically, emotionally. But always remembering that all our sensations, emotions, experiences, thoughts are happening in our presence, happening in the presence of who we are, that pure, unconditioned awareness. So thanks for joining me, and have a super wonderful rest of your day.